All right, welcome back to day 3 of From Fog to Focus. Today we're getting super practical. So on day 2, we found our North Star, right? That big, exciting destination. But once you know where you're going, the next question that pops up is, okay, how in the world do I actually get there? It's time to map it out.
And boom, that one little question can bring on this huge wave of doubt. You know that initial high you get from setting a big goal? Well, it starts to wear off. And all of a sudden the path ahead looks, well, long and kinda uncertain. This is exactly where our guide Alex found himself. The energy was there for sure, but so was this creeping feeling of, what now?
And you know what? That fear is completely normal. You look at where you are right now, then you look way over there at your North Star. And that space in between, it can feel like this massive, intimidating canyon. It's so easy to feel overwhelmed, maybe even a little defeated, before you've even taken a single step.
But what if we could look at that fear in a totally different way? This is where we make a really crucial mental shift. We're going to reframe those big, scary obstacles and turn them into something way more useful. Just plain old information.
I love this quote because it's so simple but so powerful. That feeling of being overwhelmed, it usually isn't about how big the obstacle is. It's about the fact that we don't have a clear plan for how to get over it. Fear just loves the unknown. So the real antidote to fear isn't some superhuman courage, it's knowledge.
And this is where a simple change in language changes everything. We're not looking at an obstacle anymore, we're looking at a gap. A gap is just space. It's a space that's waiting to be filled. It's not some impassable wall, it's just you acknowledging, hey, I need to pick up a new skill, or I need to meet some new people, or I need a new tool to get from here to there.
So how do we figure out what exactly needs to fill that gap? We use a map, or in this case, a really simple but powerful exercise that works like a 3-point compass, giving us a clear direction on what to do next.
This is the gap analysis, and it's a super straightforward 3-step process. All we have to do is look at what you need to learn. Those are your skills. Then, who you need to know, that's your network, and finally, what you need to have. Those are your materials. By breaking it down like this, that giant, scary, unknown just becomes 3 simple, totally manageable categories.
So let's see how this actually works. Let's go back to Alex. They took this exact framework and started to map out their journey, which turned that vague feeling of fear into a concrete set of questions. First up, skills. Alex asked, okay, what do I actually need to be able to do to achieve my goal? This isn't about learning every single thing under the sun, but figuring out the specific training or expertise that's missing right now. Second, the network. You know, big goals rarely happen in a vacuum. So Alex started to think, who do I need in my corner? Who's done this before? Who can open the right doors for me? This hurdle is all about the people who can advise you, support you, and connect you.
And finally, materials. This is your tangible stuff. Alex had to think about the practical tools needed for the journey. Is my resume updated and tailored? Is my portfolio showing off the right work? If I'm starting a business, is the plan solid? This is all about being prepared on paper. And just doing this process, simply naming the hurdles, is totally transformative. Your focus shifts away from the fear and zooms in on the strategy. You go from feeling stuck and defeated to feeling like you're actually in control.
Now to get even more specific, Alex actually used some modern AI tools. For example, you could feed your resume and your goal into a tool like ChatGPT and ask it to act as a skills gap analyzer to point out what you might be missing, or ask it for networking strategies for your target industry. But of course, these tools don't replace the incredible value of human guides. Coaches and mentors are absolutely essential for navigating the tricky parts of the journey.
This right here, this is the core of the whole change. Before you do this analysis, the feeling is overwhelmed, and your focus is stuck on the huge size of the problem. But after, the feeling becomes empowered, and your focus shifts completely to the list of solutions. It's the same journey, but you're looking at it with a totally different and way more powerful mindset.
So by the end of day 3, Alex wasn't staring at some scary, unknown path anymore. Instead, there was just a simple, clear list of gaps, of missing puzzle pieces. And the fear, it pretty much dissolved because the unknown was now known. And tomorrow, Alex would turn that list into an actual action plan. Okay, so now it's your turn. You've turned that fear into information, and you've started to map your journey. The fog is really starting to lift. So the question I want to leave you with is this. Looking at your new list of gaps, What is the one single step you can take tomorrow to start closing one of them?